show tomorrow. This is sports, the greatest distraction, but we love that ish. So like, comment, share, and download. Go to the debate show. Let's hunt for the facts. Hunt the media. Hunt all these motherfuckers who are trying to keep the truth upon us. And the same rulers that have been fucking up this planet for a long time stay in power. It's time for us to stay golden, baby. Recorder, task cam is recording in the back because more speakers been acting funny lately. So let's get it.
The golden debate show. Yeah, the golden debate show.
We out. Golden debate show. So let's set it off with that man from 2 Minute News from YouTube. Golden Debate Show, like, kind of sharing down. For that cheese that we talked about, some real cheese.
An angry mob in Madagascar chased down and set fire to a group of Europeans that were accused of organ trafficking after a body was reported to have been found nearby with its organs removed. Deadly riots broke out in the coastal city of Mombasa in Kenya after a controversial Muslim cleric and 3 of his associates were shot and killed in an attack that followers believe was carried out by Kenyan security forces. Violence and unrest have once again taken hold within Egypt as Islamist supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood have taken to the streets in strong protest against the current military rule and the removal of the Muslim Brotherhood from all forms of government. Local media is reporting that a number of people have been killed with up to 100 wounded after large firefights broke out between the military and masked gunmen who have vowed to take down the American-trained general of the Egyptian military. Leaked information shows that the National Security Agency had an undetermined number of meetings with the Internet Privacy and Security Group that developed the Tor service, a free software that directs Internet traffic through thousands of anonymous relays and was thought to be the most anonymous service available to civilians. The revelations show that the NSA not only worked with the Tor developer to find ways to track individuals using the network, but also targeted a number of entrance and exit portals such as Google Ads that would allow the NSA to track individuals based on what websites they visited. News agencies are reporting that survivors of yesterday's boat fire and subsequent sinking off the coast of Italy filled and clung to empty plastic water bottles and other improvised flotation material in a bid to stay afloat throughout the rough Mediterranean seas. Authorities are reporting that a man lit himself.
The water's getting rough out there, so like, comment, share, and download Golden Debate Show where we hump deep facts. They shove it up the hashtag vampires. What up?
Political or economic.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Research shows that Western citizens to a point of breaking, and that we may be witnessing a shift in the way that society displays its anger with the government. And to wrap things up, 6 new MERS cases have been reported in Saudi Arabia.
And to start things up, I found this funny thing online where if you put the text into it, it reads it out for you. So I was reading all these crazy articles setting up for the show because we're going to be talking about some transhumanism type stuff and Bill and Melinda Gates, which is Bill Gates' wife. There's some eugenics-ass motherfuckers, man. So this is kind of funny, but it's interesting. Well, this is a computer mess up, and then we're going to get into some more clips. Golden Show, Golden Debate Show, WilliamWintermouth.com.
1542. My wife and I had a long dialogue about how we were going to take the wealth that we're lucky enough to have and give it back in a way that's most impactful to the world. Because both of us were
Tone right now would be saying, fighting the robot.
The ability to measure what's working, but you can post it over some pretty dramatic things. We're focused on the health of the poorest in the world, which really drives you into vaccination. You can actually take a disease and get rid of it altogether, like we're doing with polio. This has been done only once before in humans, with the eradication of smallpox in the 1970s. Polio's pretty special, because once you get an eradication you no longer have to spend money on it. It's just there as a gift for the rest of time. One thinking why that appeals to Gates. He has always sought neat, definitive solutions to things, but as he knows from Microsoft...
What could become of human nature? Certainly we would contain many of the values, the experiences that we have as biological animals, but looking beyond that, more as digitality, interface with us through human-machine interaction. What could we become with this type of immersivity, transparency, almost indistinguishable invisibility of technology? It's all around us. It has become part
This
of
wasn't
us.
a computer talk, by the way. These are real clips now.
Issues about ethics
Sounds like
and who we might become. But the
and she's down with
transhumanism. What is the future of human enhancement? Where are we going? Who do we want to become? I look at it from 2 perspectives. Number 1 is life extension, taking the notion of life extension, looking beyond our limitation of biology, which for the human animal is approximately 120 to 123 years, to what we might become through the implementation of design. Now, one of the most interesting innate characteristics of human to me is our love of exploration.
Science.
And our ability to
That ain't Golden. Like, comment, share, and download the Golden
and that
Debate
ties very
Show.
neatly into design, because design, as you know, is an iterative process.
Yeah,
We're
who's
constantly
designed?
reforming,
So,
remaking our
hopefully it's the
concepts
grand architect,
so that
but-
they're not
As we
only
go through this
feasible.
history,
These Masons
it's
would like that one,
important to
fucking
pause
vamps.
for a
Like, comment, share, and
moment,
download.
and to remember
Miranda Gates,
why
what's
this
up
has
with that?
become such a contentious issue. It's because some family planning programs resorted to unfortunate incentives and coercive policies. For instance, in the 1960s, India adopted very specific numeric targets and they paid women to accept having an IUD placed in their bodies. Now, Indian women were really smart in this situation. When they went to get an IUD inserted, they got paid 6 rupees. And so what did they do? They waited a few hours or a few days, and they went to another service provider, and they had the IUD removed for 1 rupee.
This don't make no sense to everybody.
For decades, in the United States, African American women were sterilized without their consent. The procedure was so common, it became known as the Mississippi epidemic. A tragic chapter in my country's history.
I'm just trying to wake you up, everybody.
And as recently as the 1990s in Peru, women from the Andes region were given anesthesia and they were sterilized without their knowledge. The most startling thing about this is that these coercive policies weren't even needed. They were carried out in places where parents already wanted to lower their family size. Because in region after region, again and again, parents have wanted to have smaller families.
I don't think people should have humongous
So
families,
there's
but no one
reason
should
to
tell somebody
believe
else
that
how many
African
people they
women
should,
have
how many kids they
innately
should have or
different
not have.
desires. Given the option, they will have fewer children. So the question is, will we invest
Thank you,
in
and thank you,
helping
gentlemen, for
all
being here
women
today. This is
get what they want now?
an interesting issue to try to balance, especially when you explain it to people back home and you talk
Well,
to them. On the one hand, I think
once-
people understand. I'm
well,
going to echo a lot of what
no.
Senator Coates said here, but I think people understand the need to provide for the security of our country, although I think sometimes as the years go by, we tend to forget the threats that we face because they've been prevented in many instances. And on the other hand, I think we understand that people have these privacy expectations. Sometimes they're not privacy rights per se, according to the court, but there are certainly expectations. And Americans are very uncomfortable with the notion that the government, if they wanted to, could see every phone call they made and everyone they called. I think all of this is further complicated by a general